This is where I start my day. In my bed, I get up, and I head here in the bathroom, which you don't need to see. From there, what I'll do is I'll pray right here. And from there, what I'll do is I'll start working. For the past 2 or 3 weeks, actually, I've been following Charlie Morgan's Imperium Academy training. And it landed on my lap at a very fortunate time where I was revamping my whole self and deciding to restart business from scratch. And I'm not going to disclose what kind of business I'm currently aspiring to get into because I'm still in the market research phase, so it's not 100% certain. But I am just here documenting my story and what's going on in my life. So life, I've found, at least for myself, is a constant up and down movement where one day you're doing so well and it goes on for weeks. Actually, it's not one single day, right? It goes on for weeks. It can actually go on for months. And then something happens and the momentum stops. And so you find yourself, getting into habits that have no direct benefit to your goals. Maybe you scroll on Instagram when you weren't used to doing that at all. Maybe it's your sleep schedule that got messed up because you just went to bed too late that one time. And so what happens is that every few months, there's that period of 4 to 7 days, which I find excruciating and very painful, where you fall off the ladder a couple of steps and you feel like you completely forget about all the progress you made in the past months and just focus on the now, which is currently being this very ugly version of you, which is not up to standard. And I want to remind you that it is totally normal, at least for myself. And I don't know of a single man who is perfect to that extent, where he can go on for 80 years of his life without making a mistake. And also the human mind and body needs some rest. So it is natural that your body, goes on and deviate from what you actually need to do. The Imperium Academy program has been marking to me because I'm part of many online groups, paid communities, and I'm well connected, if I do say so. And I've had many opportunities to consume the prior version of this program for free when it used to actually cost, I believe, not less than $10,000. Like I said, I've had many opportunities to consume that content illegally, and I've not done it because of my morals and my religion and my fear of God. And one day I woke up kind of lost, and this program launched, and it was kind of my message, what felt like my message from God telling me, you've done well, you haven't cheated, and so I reward you today with basically a program that you couldn't afford back then, and now it's totally for free. And the business that I'm currently building or trying to build actually feels very aligned with my story, my current story, and this chapter of my life. And so I'm very grateful to God for this opportunity. And I'm also very grateful for Charlie taking the hours of his days, although he will get rewarded for it by the market. Taking hours out of his busy schedule to film those videos. Although 99% of people won't take action or serious action upon his content, I am definitely not part of them. I am part of the 1% who will and is taking action, as you can see. I am at week 3 of the program. I've missed a few days because of the reasons I got into earlier in this video, I am currently going to, one of those phases where it's like, okay, my sleep schedule got messed up, and so you just don't follow the routine anymore. And I'm getting back on track because I'm at that point where I'm literally doing things that are so less worse than what the average guy my age is doing. Where maybe I'm scrolling for 2 hours, and I'm not trying to justify my actions here. But just to give you a scale, you've got the average guy who literally does F all day, bro. And you've got me who screws up 2 hours of his day, or maybe a full day. And this happens once or twice every few months. And I feel like I want to kill myself. But this is the reality for a lot of people every single day. Once again, I don't want to justify myself. I'm not happy with the current state of affairs, which is why I'm picking myself back up and taking the actions. Like, I felt normal for long enough so that I'm pissed off and don't want to be normal anymore. And this has just been for the past 48 hours. But yeah, thank you, Allah, for this chance and for this life. And I want to make the most of it. And every day I pray to you and repent for my sins and ask to be better than I was yesterday. And every day I strive to make sure this happens, because you have given me everything that I need to make it happen. And so if I fail to do so, it is only my fault and nobody else's. This was my message for the world on December 6th, 2025. And I'm looking forward to seeing what I will look like next year, 1 year from now. Thank you, world, and be intentional.